We are live and recording, just about maxed out. We have 48 people. I think we have a lot more people coming and showing up here soon, but unfortunately they won't be able to get in because we max out at 50. So this is recorded, like I said. And first of all, can you guys hear me? Are we good? Because I have somebody saying that there's no audio. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, so we're good, apparently. There might be some people who can't hear me. That's just too bad, I guess. I am going to mute everybody once again because now we are completely maxed out. There we go. Okay. All right, so nobody else can join. We're good. This is recorded. Once I finish, I will post it in YouTube, and then I'll get the link and I'll share it with you guys, and you can share it with your teams or coaches or whoever you want to share it with. So, or you can watch it again. It's up to you. It's going to be a really good call tonight. It's going to be about objections, and the topic, like you guys saw, is called powering through objections. Okay. And it seems like you guys had some really good objections. Nothing that I haven't seen before. I've had every one of those objections that you guys mentioned before. However, I first want to start off by saying that it's very rare for me to get objections anymore. Okay. And somebody, you know what, I can't remember who it was, but somebody hit the nail right on the head, and they said the same thing. It's like, I don't get objections anymore because I've made a shift in myself. It's been a shift. It's been an internal shift. And that is the really, really important thing to understand here, is that the reason a lot of people get objections, it's because deep down inside, you might feel the exact same way, okay? And you might be sitting there thinking, oh, maybe I don't know if I do, but deep down inside, you might, okay? So what's happening is you might be thinking that. So let's go back and let's talk about Shakeology, right? So Shakeology is a common objection. The price of Shakeology is a common objection. We all know that. We've all had that objection at one point or another. But a lot of the times, the person who is talking about Shakeology, maybe it's a newer coach, you know, maybe even it's a coach that's been experienced, they've been in the business for a while, but yet they still feel deep down inside that they might, that Shakeology is a little bit pricey. Here's what you got to understand. If you personally feel that Shakeology is pricey, even if you don't try to come across that way to that person, guess what's going to happen? You're going to come across that way to that person. Okay, because it's really interesting that this whole topic and this topic is what I'm covering tonight, because this morning during my personal development in the Magic of Thinking Big, all this was brought up, right? So we were talking in the book, it was talking about conversations with people and how people just have this sixth sense when someone is being truthful to them and when they're lying to them. You know, they can feel when someone is confident, and they can feel when someone is not confident in themselves. Maybe it's the way you're looking at them, and maybe you're not making as much eye contact. Maybe it's your body language. You know, there's so many different things, but people most of the time will sense if there's a lack of belief in something. So the first thing that you have to do if you want to eliminate objections is you have to start believing. So first, you got to believe in yourself, right? If you have a confidence issue, which is okay to have, we've all had confidence issues at one point or another. That's okay. If you have a confidence issue, you have to tackle that first. And the way to do that is by reading personal development. The Magic of Thinking Big. You guys know that book. I talked about it so many times on various calls. It's all over our training website. I post about it in TNL constantly. It's the book that I've read over and over and over again. And I'm going through it again because I've been dealing with so many personal issues in my life. I have to get my mentality back if I truly want to keep moving forward. There's just little things that keep reminding me. So the Magic of Thinking Big is a good one. Next, you have to understand the value in what we have to offer, guys. Think about the value of Shakeology. I'm going to sit here and tell you something, okay? And this is exactly what I would tell somebody. I was diagnosed with Lyme disease. You guys know that, okay? I've been going through treatment for the last 6 weeks. I have tweaked my diet so that I'm eating 100% organic. I have eliminated almost all of the toxins in my life. And by the way, I am blogging about it. I'll show the blogs here in a couple days. And I am taking Shakeology twice a day. What does that say about our product? I'm not going to consume something that's bad for me when I'm trying to heal my body. And I can tell you, I have been feeling so much better since I've been doing this. Since I've been eliminating the toxins, starting this treatment, and using Shakeology, vegan Shakeology. I'm not using the regular because of whey. I've eliminated all dairy. I've been feeling so much better since I've been doing this. To the point to where I would pay double what I am now for Shakeology, because I understand the importance of what's in this and how it's helping my body heal and fight disease. So if someone comes to me and starts talking about Shakeology being too expensive, man, I get defensive about it. Because it's something that has meant so much to me. It's something I have used every day for the last, 6 years. It's all in my belief. So there should be no question whether we have a product that is legit. The price of 120 or 130 bucks, or for us as coaches, which everybody can get the discount, they sign up as a coach, 90 bucks. You're looking at honestly a bargain. I mean, something this nutritious, this good for you. I mean, holy shit, guys. I mean, really, it's incredible. And I believe that. I believe that. So every time that I'm talking to someone about Shakeology, guess what happens? This passion that I'm speaking right now about Shakeology is coming out to them too. Not just you guys, it's coming out to them. And this passion is all stemming from belief. When you can believe in something, the passion shows and people know it. They see it, they feel it, they sense it. And they're not going to come across an objection about it. Did you guys lose me for a second there? Are we good? Okay, because my internet just shut off. It's back on now. But you know what I'm saying? It's belief in what we have to offer. So then you go to, okay, so you know what? Let's pause a second, because I'll address Shakeology thing a little more. When someone will say, I mean, obviously this is what's going through my life right now. If someone is talking to me about Shakeology and say it's too expensive, this is my response. This is how I'm going to respond to it. In the past, how did I respond to it? I said, listen, guys, you think you couldn't afford Shakeology? I couldn't. I was on government support. Do you understand that I could barely pay my bills? But I understood how great of a product this was and how much it would benefit my health. And I was willing to make that investment in myself. But here's what you got to understand is that it wasn't that much of an investment in myself. In fact, I was saving money. And I swear to you, this is the truth. Because I was working for a job, not getting paid. That's a whole other story. Working for a job, not getting paid. And I went to lunch every single day, and I'm spending 10 bucks for lunch. You know what I did? I just replaced my Shakeology every day, which is $4 or $5, and I saved $6 every single day for lunch. I mean, think about that. You save 120, 200 bucks a month by using Shakeology. That's come on, man. People look at it as an addition to the cost, and you guys have to do a better job in explaining it's not an addition to the cost, guys. This is a meal replacement. You're replacing what you're already spending, what you're already purchasing at the grocery store. And when I tell people that and I break it down to whatever it is, $4 a day or $5 a day, they're like, oh, you know what? That makes sense. So part of this, and what I'm talking about here, and the way I want you guys to respond to objections is exactly how I'm responding to objections. And I don't want you to use my stories. I want you to use your own stories to respond to objections. All right, so if someone says, I can't afford Shakeology, what made you believe that you could afford Shakeology, and why did you start using it? And then share that story with them. Because that's your story. It's something that's personal to you. It's something you went through. And because you went through it, you're going to speak about it with passion and excitement. It's not like you're lying about anything. It's the truth. Like, this is your experience. This is what I did. Think about that. Your own personal experiences, you can get across any objection that way. And let's go back to the confidence thing, because the whole confidence thing can transfer to every aspect of this business. So I'm not saying I never got objections, because I did. I got objections all the time. I got objections about Shakeology in the very beginning. And then even more so, I got objections about coaching. I don't get objections about coaching anymore. And why is that? It's because my belief in what we have to offer, this opportunity that's in front of us, is through the roof. Why is this belief through the roof? Because you look at my experience, my journey that I've gone through, from being on government support, living in one-bedroom apartment, sleeping on a couch, having a leaking ceiling that I had to put buckets below, government support, to a 7-figure income. Like, hello, I have huge belief. Like, this business saved my life. And it's my job and my duty and my responsibility to pay it forward to other people. So when I talk about this business, when I talk about Beachbody, I'm talking about it like I'm talking to you right now. This is something that means so much to me. I believe in it so much. I've seen the good it can do in people's lives. I've seen the community that you can be a part of. There's not one of you guys can sit back and say that we're not a part of something special. I have never been a part of something so incredible and part of a group so supportive in my entire life. You don't see this anywhere, guys. I have my friends bitching about their jobs and, people up at management, and I look at our team and I look at Team Beachbody as a whole, and I see people collaborate together and helping one another. Like, this is so not normal. We have something special. Talk about it. Talk about how coaching has changed your life. Why is it so special to you? What's so incredible about this community that we're in? Because people, they want that. Guys, they want to be a part of something that's so supportive, because most people, let's face it, most people live in a life where they don't have support at all. And sometimes it's from their spouse. Naturally, people want to be a part of something that is just going to make them feel good. But they don't know about it unless we talk about it. So when I talk about the business, people are excited about it. I don't get objections about the business, ever. When I'm talking to someone on the phone about coaching, they are just so pumped up and so excited. Why? Because my belief is so high, my passion is just spewing through the phone or spewing through a video like this. And they're like, dude, where can I sign up? So as you're sitting here and thinking about it, you got to understand that a lot of the times the objections stem from you, not the other person. They sense a weakness or an instability or a lack of confidence in what you're talking about, and that's why they come with objections. And I promise you, if you can leave here today and go back and from this point on, talk to people about Shakeology, defend it like it's your favorite sports team, if you're a guy or a girl, you know. I'm a huge Ohio State fan, man. And when someone talks shit about Ohio State, I'm like right all over it. I'm going crazy on this person. Why? Because I'm so passionate about Ohio State. That's just, I've always been that way. It's the same thing. Talk to people about Shakeology and coaching as you would talk about your favorite sports team. Talk about it with confidence and passion. And if you could do that, you could leave here today and do that, you are not going to get nearly as many objections as you are getting now. Your business will change. But you have to start believing in what you're doing, believing in our products, believing in what they can do for you and others, believing in our coaching opportunity that's in front of us. You offer that to people, man, it's an incredible thing, guys. Like I said, we are part of something so incredibly special. And we just have to talk about it. So I'm gonna pause here because there's a bunch of other ones that I wanted to go through. I got to bring them up real quick. Hold on one second. Because there's some really good ones. But I want to make sure I address them all because I understand their legitimate concerns. You guys are really facing these objections and want to know how to overcome them. But like I said, most of the objections that you're getting right now can be overcame by what I just talked about. All right. I wanted Jeff on the call because his objection was, I'm definitely interested, but not right now. And I want to do a role play with him because it's a little difficult for me to go through and talk about how I get across that objection because my next response would be a question to that person. Let me see if he's here. I don't know. Jeff, if you're on, unmute yourself. All right, I don't see him. So anyways, I'm not going to wait. So he said, I'm definitely interested, but not right now. Okay, and that sometimes, you know, that's a normal one, but it's an excuse. It is an objection. It's a nice way of people saying, no, sorry, I don't want to do this. They don't want to, you know, they don't want to like let you down or anything. They're just not interested. Or you haven't done a good enough job in explaining how valuable it is. Think about that. I'm definitely interested, but not right now. That's pretty much someone saying no. And you have to go back and you have to think about what can you say differently? What can you do differently so that I don't get that objection again? It all goes back to you and me. If someone said that to me, though, I'd be like, well, why do you think it now is not the time? And the reason why I wanted to have Jeff on here to do the role play, because I want to know what kind of response he's getting when I would say something like that, or when he would say something like that. But I'm going to move on to the next one. Now, you guys talked about the cost of challenge packs. Again, this all goes back to the same exact thing with Shakeology. You think about these programs. How much have they changed your life? P90X has changed my life. Shakeology has changed my life. A challenge pack is a combination of those. So if someone's saying, well, why should I spend $140 on a challenge pack? I'd be like, that'll be the best damn $140 you can ever spend in your entire life. Do you understand that? I think about how much my life has changed, how healthy I've been, obviously with the exception of some crap going on right now, but how healthy I've been over the last 8 years, and it's because I made the decision to commit myself 100% to P90X. It changed my life. I can sit here and tell you that right now. And when I'm talking to someone about a challenge pack or a program, you better believe I'm telling that to them. Like, you guys don't what I would say is you don't understand it, man. Like, this is something that will help you get the results. It will help you get the results you want. If you want the results, this will do it. Here's my results. Here's 100,000 other people that have gotten results with this program. It works. I'll be here to help you. I'll be here to support you 100% of the way if you decide that, yes, I want to do this program. But I'm telling you, you need to decide to do this program. So again, it's me going back and speaking with confidence about these products. That's how I get people involved. That's why I don't have objections. Let me read some of the other ones. Everything's cost. I mean, everything I'm reading down here is cost. Oh, here's a good one. Other products like Arbonne shakes or Herbalife are more affordable. Yes, they might be more affordable, but you want to look at the shit that's in them. I mean, seriously, there's absolutely no comparison. So when someone tells me, well, why should I use your product instead of this product? I'll be like, listen, man, I'm not going to sit here and convince you to use our product. Okay, that's not what I'm doing. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a step back, and I want you to do research, because this is important for you and your health. What you put in your body is extremely important for your health. And there are a lot of crap supplements out there that have a lot of crap in it that are not good for you. So what I want you to do is I want you to sit down, and I want you to break down the ingredients, and I want you to research it. And I've done the research. I already know the answer, but I want you to find out for yourself. Because what you're going to see is there's no comparison. But I want you to check it out yourself. I say that all the time. And most of the time, they don't even want to do the research. They're just like, okay, well, this guy really believes in this. I think I should trust him. There was a couple other ones that were really good. Oh, geez. What I'll do here, how about this? I'm going to open it up to you guys. If you guys have any objections that I didn't cover here, unmute yourself and ask.
I have one.
Okay. Sure.
This was me. I only eat real food. I don't need a shake or whatever like that.
That one drives me crazy.
That was so me. So I'm just gonna.
No, it's normal. I mean, obviously. But what did you say? Because I think this would be good for you to address, since it was you who said it. What convinced you to do it?
Well, I was very well versed in like superfoods and stuff, so I finally looked at the ingredients and was like, oh, that would cost me so much to put in my smoothies, and it would take me so much time. So my thing is educating people on, like you said, on how good all of the stuff that's in it is and what it does for you.
Absolutely. I mean, you answered it, right? I mean, that's exactly what I was going to say. It's educating them. People don't have the knowledge. Guys, when I look back, think about this for a minute. When I look back right before I started P90X, my diet consisted of, and I kid you not, fried chicken fingers, pizza, spaghetti, macaroni and cheese every single day. Like, that was my diet. I thought French fries were healthy. I mean, come on. I had no knowledge on this stuff. It took research to learn this. It took talking to other people to learn this. You got to understand that there's so many people in that situation where they're just clueless, man. And it's nothing against them. They're not stupid or anything. They're just clueless because no one's ever taught it to them. It's our job. We're coaches, guys. We've learned this stuff. This stuff has helped change us. We became educated. Now it's our responsibility to pay it forward and educate others. That's what it comes down to.
Hey Josh, Chad here.
Chad, what's up, man?
Hey, I posted basically what do you do when somebody's gives you that excited yes, I'm in, but then they never follow through, and then you go back to them, you give them a few days to go ahead and execute, but then after a while, or after like the first time you follow up and maybe the second time you follow up, it turns into annoyance.
Yeah, so here's the thing. When someone is ready to do it, you have to do your damnedest to get them on the phone and walk them through the sign up right then. Okay? Because as soon as you stop talking to that person, guess what happens? They're like, oh, wait a minute. Some sort of doubt, negativity just kind of creeps in. Maybe they have their spouse saying, are you sure you want to do this? It sounds like a scam to me. Right? And then they start thinking about it, and then they start reading a few things, and all of a sudden they're like, okay, well, maybe this isn't for me. Right? So you have to get them involved right away. The longer that you wait, and it's something that it comes back to you, right? You have to do a better job in just getting them excited to the point to where they are ready to sign up right now. And you just say, let's do this, man. Like, let's do this right now. Do you have 2 minutes? Let's get you signed up. And then you walk them through what to do. Sometimes, obviously, there's people who wait a day. They have to. You got to talk to their spouse, whatever. That's okay. But if they say, you know what, I got to talk to my spouse. I'll get back to you tomorrow. You follow up with them. Be like, okay, how about I reach out to you tomorrow? I'll talk to you, and we'll do this. Sound good? Yes, absolutely. And then, but the longer that they keep putting it off, the more of a chance they're not going to get involved with whatever it is you're offering. Does that help?
Yeah, you got to strike when the iron's hot.
Yep. That's it.
Hi, Josh.
Hi. Who is this?
How are you?
Good.
Okay, one that I keep getting is like, oh, I love what you're offering. I'm really excited, but I'm just going to do my own thing, clean eating, go to the gym, and then I'll get back to you.
Yeah, that's a pretty normal one too, especially with guys, believe it or not, because a lot of guys are like, dude, like, why the hell would I work out at home? Or why am I going to drink this little shake? And I want to go to the gym and I'm going to drink my huge protein buckets. And, it's a pretty normal one. And then again, I think it all goes back to me using my own story and talk about my own experience with this, right? So I was that guy. I used to be that guy who would only go to the gym. I wouldn't do anything else. I thought home workouts were a joke. What changed my way of thinking? Just like you, what changed your way of thinking? Like, why did you decide that, hey, I want to do this, right? For me, here's the thing. What I tell guys is, listen, man, like I have my own gym at home, right? I can get things done. I don't have to pay for membership. I don't have to pay for gas to get to the gym. I don't have to drive 20 minutes to get to the gym. So think about all the money and time I'm saving by doing this here.
Right.
And I can turn my music up as loud as I want. I can sing, I can dance, I can do whatever the hell I want right here in my own house. And when I'm done, and I can move on to something else. That's why I did it. So it's just your own personal experiences. You share that part of it. If it's like a clean eating group or something like that, why did you join it? Talk about the support side of it, because that's what most people is that's what most people is lacking. Okay, is the support side of it. That's why people have a hard time getting results doing things on their own, because they don't have someone there. They don't have a group of people there to push them. With our support groups, with us as coaches, why is our network taking off so much? It's because we provide that support that people need, that there's a lack of. So talk about that support side of it. Talk about not just the support of all the other people that are on the same journey in the group. Talk about the support of you as a coach. And when you could do that, people get that, man. They get it. They want to be a part of it, just like I was talking about earlier. So that's how I would respond to that.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Anybody else? We got 5 minutes. I can answer 1 or 2 more questions. Anybody? Nothing?
All right. I guess it kind of plays off my previous comment was, there's always some reason they're putting you off, like you got to wait till payday or wait till finals are over. Go ahead and see what you got to say about that.
Absolutely, man. It just comes back to the urgency. It's creating urgency. You know, when someone says that, or someone says, "Well, I have to wait till my next paycheck for my next paycheck," sometimes obviously that's legit. But I will take I will dig and find out if that is the real excuse, if that is a real legitimate excuse. Okay. And I'll dig and I'll dig and I'll dig. And usually I find out, no, there's just some uncertainty in them. And I want to make sure that I address that uncertainty right away when I'm talking to them. I don't want them to leave our call with uncertainty. Because if I leave the call with uncertainty, then there's a great chance they're not signing up. So you have to do a better job and just digging. Keep digging and find out if, okay, maybe it is that they have to wait till the next paycheck, or maybe they're just not ready yet. Maybe it's just time for them to put it off and, think about it more or whatever. Dig, eliminate the uncertainty. I'm telling you, you could do that. People are going to sign up with you. Sound good?
I have a question.
Yep.
Okay, so I had a person that was interested in a challenge group, and she's a somewhat good friend, kind of an acquaintance. And then she said, when I mentioned like what it was about, she mentioned that she didn't want to work with Beachbody, and then she refused to listen to anything after that.
So what I would ask her at that point was why.
She wouldn't even respond.
So you asked her why she won't respond. Well, obviously she must have had a bad experience somewhere. I mean, and that's common because there's a lot of crappy coaches out there. Maybe she had a coach before that screwed her over or tried to sell her something, or, maybe she read something online. So when something like that happens and someone says that, like a response like that, that's the first thing I ask them. And like I said, I try to communicate with people through the phone, which is so much easier because they're there on the phone. I'll say, well, why? Why do you feel that way? What's going on? What's caused that? And then I can address it there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the time people, they have one bad experience and that's it. Now they base everything off of that one bad experience. It's unfortunate, but we can talk to them and just help them through that. Be like, listen, it's not normal for you to have a coach like you had, or it's not normal for you to have shipping issues like you're having, or whatever it is, right? It's not normal for that to happen. But here's why it's going to be different this time. Okay? So that's how I would respond to it. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it. I mean, we're about done here. We have less than a minute left. And I hope you found it helpful. Like I said, I did record this. And if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me. I'm willing to help. You can message me. If you had an objection that I didn't address on the call that you want to talk about, just message me. I'll get right back to you about it. So, all right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.
Thank you.